Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Walaikum assalam.
Walaikum assalam
Walaikum
wa
assalam.
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Okay, brothers, we just getting started. So, Brother Ghani, I believe you're online. I just made you the co-host. Brother Ghani?
Hello.
Ji, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam rahmatullah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right.
So, Alhamdulillah, I made you the co-host. So, you know what to do, inshallah.
My request to everyone is that kindly, whenever you are unmuting yourself, please press the space bar. And then once you leave it, you are unmuted. You are muted automatically.
Yes.
So that is my request to everyone. Thank you.
Jazakallah. And anybody who doesn't have their name properly written in front of their profile in Zoom, it would be nice to know who this person is so that we can call you by your name, inshallah.
Brother Abid, there is a gentleman by the name iPhone. So
Yeah.
if you can go on the three dot and name himself there.
Yes.
There is, if you click on the three dot, there is a rename, and then they can write their name so that you can address them with their name.
Jazakallah khair, brother. Okay, let's start, inshallah. All right. نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال الله تعالى إن هدى الله هو الهدى وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم أرحمني بالقرآن العظيم واجعله لي إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة واجعله لي حجة يا رب العالمين ربي يسر ولا تؤسر وتمم بالخير آمين ثم آمين السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Walaikum assalam wa
Walaikum
rahmatullahi
assalam
wa
wa rahmatullah.
barakatuh.
So Alhamdulillah.
Walaikum assalam.
So Alhamdulillah, once again, with the extreme mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are all gathered here. And inshallah today, as I mentioned in my messages, that the first two sessions we did we were laying down some basic foundation. We have a very good map of things in our head. And now we are going to delve into one topic at a time and in detail. So today's topic, we will just start now. So a quick look at the previous charts. So one of them was the Al-Kalam. Al-Kalam is the speech, and a speech is composed of single word or is a combination of words. So a single word is known as kalima, and the compound or the group of word is known as a murakkab. And in the kalima, we have three types of kalimas in Arabic language: ismun, fi'lun, and harfun. Alhamdulillah, we have a very good understanding of this now. So let's just quickly skip through this, and I'm sure you have seen it many times. So the murakkab has two categories: tamun, which is a complete sentence. So it is going to be it's a complete sentence, meaning the Quranic versus the naqis one, which is the incomplete sentence. And in English, we call them phrases or fragments. Okay. Now I'm recovering from the cold, so my voice might not be that good, and I still have a little bit of remnants of the thing. So bear with me, inshallah. Okay. Now, we looked at this chart many times, and the reason I show it again and again, because I want this to become a memory in your brain and like a photograph in your brain. So anytime I say kalima in Arabic, we're talking about ismun, fe'lun, and harfun. Yeah. And these are some of the examples which we have seen many times. So what is our focus in these 10 weeks? The noun, right? And the very first thing about the noun which we want to understand is that the noun has 4 very important properties. We need to know these 4 properties if we want to understand the structure of a Arabic sentence. If you know these 4 properties about a noun in a sentence, then your understanding of that sentence will be on a different level. So in today's lecture, we are going to... Quick question. Okay, so again in this today's lecture, we will look at this chart one more time, and we will repeat the Arabic and the English vocabulary so that we know what we're talking about. When we say gender in English, in Arabic we meant jins, and jins is of 2 types. Either it is masculine, which is mudakkar, or it is feminine, muwannas. And the second property is number. In Arabic, we call a number adad, which could be of 3 types. Could be singular, wahid or mufrad, or dual, which is muthanna, or plural, which is called jama in Arabic. Yeah. Then we have capacity. We can call it a type of a noun or capacity of the noun, and the different words to explain it is definite or proper, which is in Arabic is marifa, or the indefinite or common, and the Arabic name for that is nakira. Yeah. And then each noun has a status, and this again status is still not very clear in our mind, and we don't want to focus on it right now because we have a whole dedicated session for this kind of stuff, so we will wait for it to come. But what we need to know on the surface, that a Arabic noun can be in any of these 3 statuses in a sentence. In a given sentence, it could act in these 3 roles. In some roles, it can be the rafa status, which is nominative. In some roles, it can be the nasab status, which is the accusative. And in some roles, it could be the jarrun or genitive status of a noun. And inshallah, we will learn it very, very detailed in the future sessions. Okay. So again, this chart, another way to depict it is like this. Okay. And this should give you the same information in just a little bit of a different format. And this picture should be saved in our head by now. And if we haven't done it yet, then maybe we should start looking into that right now. So today, we are coming to the topic of the day, which is the gender. What do we call gender in Arabic? Jinsum. And as soon as we say gender, what 2 things come to our mind? Whether a word is of a masculine nature or it's going to be a feminine nature. Yeah. So far so good. With a show of hands, we are all good at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ji.
All right.
Ji.
So gender is the first of the 4 properties of the ism. Every word in the Arabic language is either masculine or feminine. Yeah. And what is the default gender for an ism? Is masculine. Do you guys understand by default? Okay, when we buy something like a TV or a computer, there is something called a default settings or a factory setting. So from the factory, it has some default settings. So when we look at an Arabic word, we are going to say that every word in Arabic, the first look we put on it, we say it is by default a masculine. Yeah. Unless there are 6 categories of feminine words. If the word falls into one of those categories, then it is considered feminine. Otherwise, it is considered masculine. So if everything is in Arabic is masculine and then only few things are feminine, now what makes sense? Should we learn everything about the masculine or just learn the 6 categories of the feminine so that we can always identify them as feminine and not worry about calculating every word? Yeah. So what are these 6 categories? And this chart is our roadmap for the future. So pay really good attention to this. Okay. So these 6 categories are when a word falls into a biologically feminine category, right? When mean biologically, like physically, you can tell if a person or a thing is a male or female. We'll take a look at a lot of examples, but this chart I want everybody to pay special attention to. Okay. The second category is there are certain markers. Remember when we were saying how do we identify a noun? So we gave you 2 markers. We said look for the tanween or look for the al. If you find those 2 markers or symbols or signs in a word, then you can conclude that word is a noun. Yeah. So if moving forward, if you identify these 3 signs in a Arabic word, then that word would be feminine in nature. Yeah. Okay. Then body parts in pairs. Now our body has organs, or we have parts in our body, and some of them are singular. For example, my nose is 1, but my hands are 2, my eyes are 2, right? My lips are 2. So the body parts in Arabic language which have 2 pairs, or a pair which are 2 in number, then those body parts, when they're written in Arabic language, they are considered feminine. Yeah. So if I write my eyes in Arabic, the Arabic word for eyes will be of what nature? Feminine nature. Yeah. Okay. Then there are some specific names of places, and obviously we would have to memorize them because these are decided by the people of the grammar of Arabic. So we just need, like, if you think of this as a game, then whoever makes a game, the originator or the developer of the game, he or she has some basic rules, and the player has to learn and follow those rules. So since we are learning Arabic, things are not in our hand. We are not in control. We have to follow the people who developed this language, and they are giving us these 6 categories. So we need to understand them as thoroughly as possible, and then apply them as we go along. Okay. So then there are non-human plurals, which means if I say masjid, is the word masjid human or non-human? It's a non-human word. So what is the plural of masjid? The plural of masjid is masajid. Yeah. Masajid mean mosques, more than one masjid. So when you see these words, masajid, it will be considered non-human plurals will be considered feminine in Arabic. Yeah. And then there are certain words are considered feminine because the Arabs said so. Yeah. If the people of Arabs decided that certain words are feminine, then we have no choice to contradict them, just to follow them. Yeah. So at this part, or at this point, with a show of hands, do we understand where are we heading? Alhamdulillah. Okay. All right, cool. Only 3 hands I saw, which is not a good sign out of 25, 30 people. Okay, mashallah, Hamza. Okay, very good. Good job. Yes. So, jazakallah khair. So, when from now on, if any Arabic word is given to you, provided it is a noun, we're going to talk about fail and harf some other time. Right now, our focus is on the ismun. And we know that as soon as we see a noun, there are going to be 4 properties of that noun. First one will be gender. So as soon as I see a noun, I want to find out the gender. In my mind, everything in Arabic is by default masculine. If I want to find whether this word is masculine or feminine, then I will apply these 6 properties on that word. If it falls into these categories, then it is feminine. Otherwise, I will conclude that it is a masculine word. Yeah, that is our criteria of the game. This is our rule. So inshallah, if keep this thing in mind, that anytime I ask you, hey, can you tell me this word is masculine or feminine? So your starting point will be, it's an Arabic word, by default it's masculine. Now let me apply these 6 categories on this word, If it falls in this category, then I can conclude it is a feminine word. Yeah? Is that rule good enough for us to carry on, inshallah? Okay. All right. So again, in Arabic, there are two types of nouns in terms of gender. Either we are looking at masculine or feminine. Now, for the masculine word, there is no special sign. Yeah. And every word will be assumed that it's a masculine to start with, unless they belong to one of the following categories. And one of them was the real feminine. What is the meaning? Or the conventional feminine, and we're going to talk about that. So what is a real feminine? Female human beings or animals which have their male opposites. Yeah. For example, another thing you have to understand, if you don't know the meaning of the word, it's kind of hard to identify whether it's a male or female. But as soon as you know the word and you know the meaning, it is very easy. Ummun mean mom, mother. So in every language, technically, scientifically speaking, a mother will be considered feminine. Yeah. Because these are the real feminine. These are the category of biologically identifiable feminine. Yeah. What about imra'atun? Imra'atun is a Arabic word for a woman. So as soon as I say woman, do you have any doubt that this is feminine? I'm sure you won't doubt it. Similarly, bintun, the meaning of bintun is girl or daughter. Then we know that this is a real feminine because there is an opposite gender for bintun. If there is a girl, there is a gender called boy. If there is a mother, then there is a gender called father. If there is a woman, then there is a gender called man. Yes? And they are human beings or animals. Urusun is another word for a bride. This urusun is the Arabic word for bride, and we know that bride is feminine. Zawjatun is another word for wife. Then we know that this is feminine. So what are these? What is this category? Real feminine. Yeah. Dajjajatun is chicken. Now, chicken means a female chicken, because we're not talking about a rooster. So we know that chicken is the feminine and it's in the real feminine, the biological category. Yeah. Bakaratun. Bakaratun is a cow, and it is a feminine. Yeah. Now, what is conventional feminine? So conventional feminine indicating nouns of things not truly feminine, but follow a conventional rule. Yeah. So the people of Arabic language, they said, okay, this word I'm telling you is feminine because of these rules. And what are those rules? We have some nouns ending with something like this round ta. Let me show you what it looks like. So this, let's see. See this sign here. What do we call that? Ta marbuta. What is the name of this? You don't have to say it with me, but repeat it wherever you are. You say, this is ta marbuta. It is a round ta. We can also call it the closed ta. And these two dots, if you look at the ta, letter ta in Arabic, it has two dots on top, right? When you take that ta and you close it like this, it is known as ta marbuta. So any words in the Arabic language which has this sign or this alamat or this symbol, it is going to be considered 99% of the time is going to be considered a feminine sign. For example, sayyaratun. Sayyaratun means a car, right? If you say car in Arabic, it will be written as sayyaratun. Now, what is this sign? This is the ta marbuta. And this is the tanween. Is tanween giving you the notion that this is a noun? Yes. If this is a noun, then it must have four properties, and the one of them is gender. So by looking at this ta marbuta, I can assume that this is a feminine by convention. Because of this rule, the words or nouns ending with this sign will be considered feminine. Now, with a show of hands, can you guys agree with me on this? Okay, good. All right. So the next word is Madinatun. Again, as soon as I see this Madina, the ta marbuta, then I'm happy that this is a feminine. Yeah. Now again, in every game, there are rules, but then there are exceptions. But exceptions are limited in number. So should we worry about them in the beginning? No, we will worry about them when we get to them. So obviously, certain words will have the ta marbuta, but they will not be considered feminine because there is some exception, and we will talk about those exception later. The next word is madrasatun. Madrasatun means a school, and it is considered feminine in Arabic because of the fact that it has the ta marbuta at the end. Okay. Hadikatun is a garden. Then garden, because of this ta marbuta, it is going to be considered feminine. Shajaratun, it is going to be considered feminine. Shajaratun is tree. And by the way, a side note, all these words you should pay attention in context of learning new vocabulary. If you knew these words, well and good. If you didn't know these words, but consider them a word bank for you because you are now learning more words and you're putting it in your memory bank in the category of vocabulary. Which vocabulary? Arabic vocabulary. Because if you know the vocabulary, then it becomes very easy. Yeah. Okay. So what is the conventional female? It follows a conventional rule, which means it is going to have some sort of sign. Remember our category number 2? There was a ta marbuta, which is the round ta. Then there was a alif maksura and this alif mamduda. Now, if you don't remember the name, that's fine. But if you can identify the shape of the symbol, then you will be in good shape. Okay. So the other one by convention
Brother,
is, yes, Brother Faiz.
one quick question. The Ta Marbuda, will it always have the double pesh on it?
Brother Faiz, in Arabic,
Yes.
by default, every word when it's written has to have the tanween, which is the
On. Okay.
okay. And inshallah, we will continue talking about that. But remember, every word in Arabic, when it's written, is going to be the tanween on the top, which is the dammatan. That's the default. Like the default gender is male,
Right.
the default haraka or the status is rafa. Follow? And the sign donating the rafa is the dammatan. Yeah. Because I don't want to keep saying about status because I know that my students usually they have a switch in their head, then they start thinking about status and forget what they're learning. So that's why I try to avoid going there. Brother Sultan, you have a question?
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum.
Al-Salaam.
See, this alif maksura is written with the tanween at the end.
Yes.
So when al comes, the tanween will go, right?
That's right. So this is alif al-maksura. Yeah, you're right. This is the typo. This is supposed to be al-maksura too. Thank you for pointing this out, but my mind was totally in some other place. So can we just focus on the symbol right now, and then we will fix these typos as we go along. Okay. So when we mention a word alif maksura, and it should be alif maksuratun or alif al maksuratu, not al maksuratun, because tanween cannot coexist with al. That's what Brother Sultan is pointing out, and it's a good point, mashallah. But when you see this sign in the end of a noun, then that word will also be considered feminine. For example, bushra. Now you see that word bushra. I made it of a different color to make it stand out. Yeah, bushra is a good news. Yeah. Now husna. Do you see that sign at the end of this word? Husna. So this is considered feminine. This is considered feminine by conventional female rule or feminine rule, that it has this sign which is known as alif maksura. In English, we call it shortened alif, and that's what we call a sign for feminine. Layla, Kubra, Salma, and then the other one is known as alif al-mamduda. And again, there is a typo here. This sign with the alif and hamza is called elongated alif and is known as aliful mamduda. And this sign also makes a noun feminine. Hamra'un, husna'u, sahra'u, kibriya'u, bayda'u. Okay. Now, if you guys are familiar with some of the colors in Arabic, hamra hamra is red, right? Yes. Hamra is red. So colors have both male and female names. If you want to call a male color of red, you will say ahmar. But when you want to call that for a female color, you're going to say hamra'u. Yeah. Similarly, this word bayda'u, the word abiyad means white color. So abiyad will be the male version of this, and bayda'u, because of the convention of this alif mamduda, will be considered feminine. Even in Urdu, we have the colors for both male and female. For example, if I say pila, pili. So pila for male, pili for female. But in English, I don't know if they have. I'm sure it doesn't have any gender. Yeah, my shirt is yellow, and my pants are yellow. So I think it's. You get my point. What I'm trying to say. Any questions at this point? Okay. So for newcomers or anybody who's starting with it, if some of the jargon or some of the terminology throws you off, then try to do the easy thing. The easy thing is, for me, for example, if I'm learning and I'm a beginner and something is throwing me off, I'm not going to put attention to that. I'm just going to try to remember that this symbol is what I'm looking for. This symbol is what I'm looking for. Yeah. With a show of hands, do you think it's a good tip? Yes. Alhamdulillah. So I see ta marbuta, the round ta, I'm happy. I see this ya at the end of the word and it's a noun, I can guess that this is a feminine. Okay, if I see the alif and the hamza, then I'm okay with it. Yeah. So try to get any distraction or anything which throws you off the path out of your way, because with practice, with experience, with the longer you're going to study, you will get comfortable with this. Yeah. Okay. So the above three kinds of feminine noun, the ta marbuta, the round ta, the shortened alif, alif maksura, and the elongated alif, the alif mamduda, they are called al-muannas al-qiyasi. They have a name for it. They call it logical feminine. Yeah. They are called logical. Are they biological feminine, these words? No, because we cannot find, any male or female version of this thing. We are saying these are logical feminine because the people of Arabic grammar said, if we put this ta marbuta at the end of a noun, it's a feminine. If we see alif mamduda, it's a feminine noun. If we put alif maksura, that is a feminine noun. Yeah. Okay. So beside these, so because they follow a specific pattern or follow. So let's read it again. The above three kinds of feminine nouns, ta marbuta, the shortened alif, and the elongated alif, are called al-muannasul qiyasi or logical feminine. Now, do you need to remember this? I don't care. You don't have to remember this, because I'm not going to ask you this is a muannas qiyasi or what. As long as you understand the concept, as long as you can identify that, oh, this sign make a word or a noun feminine, I'm happy with that minimum. Yeah. But good to know this, because if you want to teach it, maybe then you need to know, because you have to share this information with other people. Yeah. If you don't remember any of this, I am not going to sweat on it. But I would like you to, as soon as you see this sign, you say, Brother Abid, this is feminine. That I will be super happy at this point, at this stage in your learning. If you can get that much, I'm quite happy with this. Okay. Beside these, there are some nouns. They do not follow any rules or patterns to be regarded as feminine. These are called as-samai. Samai mean when you hear somebody saying a word and you know that the people who are saying these words, they consider these words feminine. Now you have no choice, but you have to follow them because it's their language and you are trying to learn their language. So if they consider something feminine, you have to go with them. Yeah. Okay, we'll go more examples on this one. So feminine by common usage. For example, names of towns, cities, and countries. And again, these we have to memorize, because I really cannot tell you how to identify these. This is male or female, but they're saying the names of towns, cities, and countries are considered muannath in Arabic. For example, Al-Iraq, that's the name of the country. Baghdad, name of the city. Al-Yaman, Al-Yamanu, that is name of a country. Now, there is no ta marbuta, there is no alif mamduda, there is no alif maksura, but they are still considered feminine, because the Arab people said the name of the towns and the cities and countries, we're going to consider them feminine. Yeah. America, London, and the body parts, as I said, are considered with the body part which are two in quantity in our bodies. Those are considered feminine. For example, rijlun, leg. How many legs we have? Two. Yadun, hand. How many hands we have? Two. Udun, ears. How many ears we have? Two. Ainun, how many eyes we have? Two. So how many feet we have? Kadamun, we have two. Are these body parts in pairs? Yes. So these are considered feminine. The word rijlun, yadun, udunun, ainun, kadamun, they will all be considered feminine, because they are the body parts which are in pairs. They don't have ta marbuta, they don't have alif mamduda, and they don't have alif maksura. Okay. And the names of females without feminine sign. For example, Zainab is a feminine name. Maryam is a feminine name. Kulsum is a feminine name. Hind is a feminine name. Abir is a feminine name. So they don't have any specific sign, but because from experience and because of we have heard them that people use Zainab for a female, we have to understand that and go along with it. If we're gonna question and create doubt in our mind, you're only going to hurt your own learning, and it's not going to affect the language or anybody else. Yeah. So just to give you the body parts in detail, and again also in an effort to give you the vocabulary, look at this chart. Okay. So if you want to talk about your hands in Arabic, it's going to be yadun. Yes. Yadun mean hands. So you have two hands. This word yadun is considered feminine. Ainun, two. Then you have eyes, and then mirfakun, elbow. Remember the ayah of wudu we did last time? Al-marafiku. Remember there was a word al-marafik? And mirfikun is the name for elbows. How many elbows we have? Two. Man kibun. How many shoulders we have? Two. How many ears? Udunun, two. Rijlun, leg. Khadun. Khadun is cheek. Yeah. So how many cheeks we have? Two. Akibun, heels. How many heels we have? Two. Shafatun, lips. How many? Two. Kadamun, feet. Two. Sakun, shins. We have two shins. So this word sakun is going to be considered feminine. How many ankles we have? Kaabun, two. So mashallah, this 1, 2, 3, 4, and now the 12 words can go into your vocabulary, just describing the body parts. And these are the ones which are dual. These are the ones which you have two of. Show of hand at this point that we are feeling comfortable with this information. Okay, only 4 people, 5. I need to see at least 10 plus hands, guys. Please continue to raise your hand. And you can speak also. I'm not saying that you can't speak. Okay. And by the way, are you finding it difficult or easy? And easy in the sense that if you just look at the simple stuff and not complicate your own life, then there are certain takeaways from it. As soon as they see ta marbuta, feminine. Alif, the ya, feminine. The alif and the hamza, feminine. Body parts in pair, feminine. The name of town, cities, countries, feminine. Yeah. It's a matter of remembering these little rules, and then inshallah your life become very easy. Okay. The letters of alphabets, let's not talk about that right now, but we will come back to it. Some collective nouns and broken plurals. For example, This word qawmun, this is a plural word, or this word in Arabic is considered feminine. Okay, because they said it. I can't explain to you why. They're saying that some of the nouns and broken plurals are going to be feminine, so I'm just going to go with it. Qawmun, rahtun mean tribe, Yahudun or Yahudu is Jews. They consider them feminine. This word is considered feminine. Nasara, these are Christians. So these are collective nouns because they represent a group of people. Yes. So in order to reflect their name, the word kaumun a nation or group of people. Rahtun tribe is also a group of people. So these are collective nouns. So because of that property, they are considered feminine in the Arabic language. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So the word used by Arabs as feminine without any rule or reason. Yeah. And if you're concerned and you're worried, okay, how am I going to remember these? Or how am I going to, what will happen? It will, what will happen to my life? No, don't worry about it. We're not going to learn everything in day one. We're starting out. Yesterday, we didn't know these. Today, we know it. Alhamdulillah. So maybe in 10 days, 10 sessions, next week, next year, I'll know some of these things, but at least these will be somewhere in my mind, right? So word ardun, earth, is supposedly feminine because the Arab said ardun is feminine. And even in English, we say the mother earth, right? Yeah. Nafsun, soul, is feminine. Rihun is wind, is feminine. Darun, house, is feminine. Shamsun is sun, is feminine. Birun is well, is feminine. Harbun, a war, that is considered feminine in Arabic. Yeah. Jahannam is considered feminine. Narun is considered feminine. Samaun is considered feminine. Yeah. So these are some of the nature stuff, right? Like sama, earth, these. So there is a set of words. Again, I'm going to just give you these words in detail because what I just showed you, I'm going to give you a detailed table of that. So what are they known as? They are known as Muannas Samai. Samai is because you heard the Arabic people considering them as Muannas. There is no rules, no reason. Just because the Arabic people said that this is a Muannas, we have to stick with it. Yeah. So this is the list of all the words or some of the words I gave you in the previous slide, but there is a bigger list here. Harbun, feminine. Samaun, feminine. Shamsun, feminine. Nafsun, feminine. Narun, feminine. Dalwun, feminine. Sabilun, feminine. Tariqun, feminine. Asa, feminine. Ardun, rihun, bi'run, darun, ka'sun, khamrun, jahannamu, sa'irun. Okay, and again, look at these words with the context of, with the mindset of learning the vocabulary, because the more vocabulary you will have, inshallah, the more successful you will feel in your learning journey. Good so far? Okay, so just to brother, you have a question, brother Hamza? No. Okay, so brother Vani, I see there are 6 messages in the chat. I hope you are following up on that. Yeah. Okay. So this is this is the story, and this will help you remember these words. And then, like, for example, if you put it in a storyline, during a harb, what does a harb mean? A war. A soldier was daydreaming, looking up at the sama. Sama is the sky, until the shams came up. What is the shams? The sun. When he snapped out of it, he realized that he was the only nafs, he was the only soul left on the battlefield. He was surrounded by nar, fire. So he used a dalwan, a bucket, full of water to make a sabil, a path, and a tariq for himself. Sabil or tariq meaning the path, for himself to be safer earth, to protect himself, by going on to a safer part of the earth. Yes. In the hard blowing rih is the wind. In the hard blowing rih, he was desperately seeking for a bear or beer. What, not beer. I'm sorry. This is not the Arabic, the English beer. The bear, the well, to draw more water from. In his search, he found an empty dar. What is dar? A house, inside which there was a kas. Kas was a cup, and full of khamr. Khamr is wine. He remembered his fear of Jahannam, hellfire, and as-sa'ir, again another name for a fire, and he used his asa, his staff, to strike the drink. Yeah. So with the show of hands, I hope that you get the gist of the meaning, right? Now, how many people have already picked up these vocabulary words just by going over it 2 times or 3 times already? Yeah? Yes?
Brother Abid,
Yes.
the word nafs, like in the third line,
Yeah.
realize that he was the only nafs. So
Nafs.
nafs is feminine,
Yes.
but we are talking about a he.
Yes, but that doesn't mean, okay, you know what? When I say, मैं उर्दू में बात करता हूँ आपसे, मैं
Yeah.
बोलता हूँ मेरी कमीज,
हाँ.
ठीक है? I'm male, but I'm
Yeah.
saying मेरी कमीज, तो मेरी कमीज जो कमीज लफ्ज है वो उर्दू में फेमिनिन है. So
Okay.
even though you're a feminine,
Mary.
but the word you're using, a noun you're using could be feminine in nature, even though you are feminine. I can be a male, but I can be talking about my kameez, which is feminine in nature. He's talking about his soul, his nafs, which is considered feminine. The word nafs is considered feminine, even though he is a male. We're not talking about him. We're talking about what he's referring to.
Yeah, but he said that he was the only, like, to me, I understand that he was the only person left on the battlefield.
He was the only nafs. Yeah, he was the only
Yeah.
soul. So the word soul,
Mm.
the gender of the word soul will be feminine.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, are we good? Can we move on? All right. So one more slide and then let's do an exercise. So some other feminine words, the names of drinks in Arabic will be considered feminine. Yeah. Anything which explains a drink will be feminine. The names of fires, any kind of fires, Jahannam, Sa'ir, all these words we used in the Quran, they are all considered feminine. The names of winds, Ri, Sarsarin, these words which Allah used for different kind of winds in the Quran, they are considered feminine. The names of angels, they are also considered feminine by Arabic standards. Yeah. Okay. So at this point, I'm going to take you to this exercise. Okay. And we will do this maybe 1 or 2 times so that what we have just talked about is a theory. Now, let's apply that theory by looking at these words and see how good, or at least how much we can just pick just by hearing what we just said. Yeah. So this word, akhun, yeah. If you know the meaning of it, right away you would know what that means. Yeah. If you don't know the meaning of it, then obviously you would have to wait until I tell you the meaning. Yeah. So I'm going to start with Sister Jihan, since she was the last person who asked me this question. Sister Jihan, do you know the meaning of akhun?
I think it's well, I know Akhi is a brother.
Yeah.
So Akhun would be a sister. I don't know.
if Akhi is a brother, then akhun cannot be sister. Akhun is brother. Okay.
Oh, it's a brother still.
Yes.
Okay.
So is it masculine, feminine?
Masculine.
Okay. Did you had any trouble the moment you know the meaning?
No.
No.
Brother Abed, Akhi means my brother.
Acha, Jazakallah khair.
Oh, okay.
Akhun is brother, Akhi is my brother.
My brother. Jazakallah
Okay.
khair, Brother Ijaz. So, sister, is this biologically identifiable that if there is a brother, then there will be a sister?
Yes.
So this is the category number 1, right? We said if
Mhm.
there is a biological determination, then we know that this person is, and this is male, this is human, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And also we said animal pairs as well. We said human and animal pairs where biologically they have opposite gender. Yeah. Okay. So
Yes.
this is masculine. Mashallah, you did a good job. Okay. Brother Ijaz, ukhtun. Brother Ijaz. Ukhtun.
Sister, female.
Sister, female, mashallah. Good job. Again, biological category, right? Okay. Now, unless I ask somebody, I'm not gonna tolerate that you guys just jump into the game, okay? Because we have a very limited number of words, okay? So, brother, sister, who is there? Sister Homa, are you there? Okay, if somebody wants to raise hand, that's okay. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
here. I'm using my cell phone. Sorry.
Okay, fasikun. So the meaning is wicked. Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
do you see fasikun is a male or a female?
Well, by the definition that you gave, it doesn't show anything. Like probably female. I don't know.
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
know.
Look, no, no. Look, what I said. Every word in Arabic by default is male. Yeah.
Okay. If
In order
in
to
that
know,
case, it's a male.
it's a male, right? Because
Yeah.
it does not follow any of those 6 categories we have looked at, right?
Yes.
So this is masculine. Okay. Brother Zulfikar, kabihun. The meaning of kabihun is ugly. What would you consider this? Masculine or feminine? Brother Zulfikar. Okay. Anybody else? Brother Imran. Kabihun.
Male.
Male. Okay. Good job. Now this word, darun. Again, let me ask somebody now. I can't see the names, so let me look at a sister's name. Sister Fatima, would you like to tell me what darun is?
I think dar means like a house.
Yes.
And
So-
it's one of those ones that have no rule, like they are feminine, but there's no reason behind it.
Jazakallah khair. So because Arab said so we're gonna take it their word for it. Now this seen in the bracket means is samai. Samai means this is heard as a feminine by the Arab people. Yes. So this is going to be feminine. Now the show of hands, the people who are following along, do you guys understand why this word darun is feminine? Alhamdulillah. And that's why what we are trying to do this exercise, so that the logic or the theory we just heard, we are trying to now apply it to understand it better. Yeah. Good job, Sister Fatima.
Sorry, Abid Sab, sorry, my mic was not properly
worries.
set up.
No worries.
So the last piece I didn't quite understand why is Daru.
Okay.
The
Remember-
home is feminine?
Well, so which one you don't understand, Darun or the other one?
Yeah, Daru. Yeah.
Okay, remember we were going through the presentation and we said that there is a category called that certain words are feminine because the Arab said so.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So this is one of them. Okay.
Darun was one of them, and Dar means a house or a home, right? Okay, now since you're online, Kabirun, can you please tell me whether it's a male or a female?
Kabir means kind of great or big or something, but
Big. I give you the word. Yeah, I'll give
big,
you the
yeah.
word,
So
big.
it's masculine, I would say.
Masculine, mashallah. Once you know the meaning, is very easy to identify, correct? So very important to learn the vocabulary in the Arabic language. Jazakallah khair, Brother Zulfikar. The next word is hazihi, and I need a sister for that. Sister Anjum Sultana. Would you please tell me if this hazihi is male or female?
It's male.
Hazihi.
Ta marbut. Okay, that's female.
Okay, good job. So remember, even last time when we were doing the vocabulary, remember we had this vocabulary set hada, hadihi, and we talked about that. Okay, good job. Feminine. Hulwun. Brother Fahim. Hulwun.
Can you tell me the meaning of that?
Hulwun is sweet.
I think it's feminine.
It's feminine. Do you see any of those 6 categories getting applied here?
Oh, no.
Do you have ta
Oh,
marbuta? There is a round ta.
No. No.
There is alif mamduda, which is the hamza and alif and hamza. No.
No.
Is there alif maksura, the ya at the end? No. Okay, is it biologically sweet is something like a biological category? No. Is it something we heard the Arab said that hulu one is going to be feminine? We did not come across this word as feminine in our presentation so far. Yeah.
Yep.
So most likely by default, this is going to be masculine. Yeah. So,
Yep.
and again, I'm glad that we are doing this exercise because what we are trying to learn here is we are new to this. We don't know the meaning and we're still learning. So we just do this application. We apply these six categories one by one and see if we can derive at the right conclusion. Yeah. Thank you, Brother Fahim. Jayyidun. I need a sister for this. And Sister Novera. Sister Novera, can I ask you about this? Jayyidun. And you are muted. You can do this.
Sorry, what's the meaning?
Okay, the meaning is new or excellent. Jayyidun is excellent.
It's masculine then?
Very good. Very good. Because you applied right when you had those six categories.
Yes.
That this is masculine. Good job. Okay. Jahannamun. Let's go to a brother. Okay. Okay. Brother Ishfaq, would you like to tell me this Jahannam is male or
sure.
female?
It's from the Arab sector, I think. Would be
name of
hellfire, and it's feminine.
Jahannam is hell is feminine. Yes, because this was one of the word we just looked at previously. Okay, Arisun, and the meaning of Arisun is groom. So let's say Sister Zemka, Arisun will be Sister Zemka. Okay, Sister Oneza. Sister Oneza.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum. Yes.
So Arisun means groom, and that will be
male.
Male. Good job. Okay, this word urusun, and I would like to have Brother Javed. Urusun, do you know the meaning of word urusun?
Can you tell me?
Okay, bride.
Like female.
Okay, you thought for a minute what's going on. Okay, all right. Saghirun. Let's see. Sister Sarah. Sister Sarah, Saghirun mean small. What is it? Male or female? Sarah. Sister Sarah. Okay. Sister Tahrim, could you please tell me what is the meaning of Saghirun? I mean, what is it, male or female?
It's male, masculine.
Masculine. Good job. Why did you say that is masculine?
Because it doesn't follow the 6 rules as you mentioned. It
Mashallah.
doesn't has the Amar
That
Buddha
is
and
Jazakallah. That is the answer I was looking for. You said it doesn't belong to those 6 categories. It's out of here. It's masculine. Thank you, Jazakallah. Okay, Hada. Hada, Brother Taj, what is the meaning of Hada? Its meaning is this. Is this masculine or feminine? Brother Taj? Okay. Masculine. Somebody says masculine. Brother Ali. Yes, Brother Ali. Ali Kamran.
Yeah, this is masculine.
This is masculine. Very good job. Okay, the next one is Sadikun. And I can go to Sister Zainab. Sister Zainab, would you like to answer this one? Sadikun. Sadikun mean a truthful person.
I think it's masculine.
Okay, and the reason for your thinking is?
Because it doesn't follow any other rules.
Perfect. So for the benefit of everybody else, when I look at something like this, what is going on in my head? Every word in Arabic by default male. So my first guess It's a male. Then I say, do I see a ta marbuta? Do I see a round ta? No. Do I see the alif maksura? Yeah, no. Alif mamduda? Yeah, no. Is it something like the Arab would have said, this is a feminine? It doesn't ring any bell. Is it a name of a city, town? Is it a name of a drink? Is it a name of a fire? Is it something like those? All those little things I have picked up from my presentation, I apply that quickly in my head, and then I reach to the conclusion, like Sister Zainab did, Jazakallah khair, that this is a masculine. Yeah? With a show of hands, are you guys following this application and trusting that it will help you with the concept we just learned? Alhamdulillah. Good job. Okay, Kadibun. Any show of hands quickly, because we're going to be running out of time. You want to go to the break? Imran, go ahead. Kadibun mean a liar. Brother Imran, you can go ahead and answer. Brother Ghani.
It's a male.
It's a male.
masculine.
Good. Brother Ghani, mutma'innun. This word means satisfied. So is this male or female, Brother Ghani?
Masculine.
MashaAllah, good job. Alladina. This is, okay, we looked at it last time. And some Sister Zahra or Zinat, would you like to answer, any one of you? It's okay to participate, no problem. Just tell me whether it's male or female. You don't have to say much.
I think it's masculine.
That's correct. It is masculine. Jazakallah khair. Okay, Allati, Sister Zinat. Was it Sister Zinat or Sister Zahra? Okay.
Sister Zinat.
Okay, so the Sister Zahra, would you like to tell me about this Allati, if you are there? Okay, no worries. Brother Muhammad, would you like to tell me what?
I was saying because it follows the 6 rules.
It's got a ya and 3.
Allati is for feminine, remember, from the previous vocabulary. And there is a alif maksura here. Yeah?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, so this is feminine. Brother Atiq, you are next. Tawilun mean something long.
Brother Abid,
Ji, brother Bani.
in your notes, Allati is she who, and Allati is those who, and here you have
Those
written.
who is feminine, right?
Yeah.
You also see the female gender there in my notes. Do you see FM or FG there?
I see FG.
Yeah, FG is female gender, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Allati is for feminine gender, those who. Yeah.
No, the translation which you had written was she who.
Okay, so Allati is she who. Yeah, that's a typo here. Jazakallah khair.
Brother Abid, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa Islam, brother Shas.
Brother Allati has within parentheses M.
Yeah.
And what does that mean? I thought that was ominous. Okay, that's fine. All right. That's
Okay. All right. Okay, brother Atiq Uzama, brother Atiq, Muhammad Atiq. Tawilun is long.
It should be masculine.
Okay. Is it masculine? Good job. Shadidun. You know, at this point, if somebody can just raise their hand and answer quickly, instead of me asking, it will be much faster this way. Shadidun, anyone?
Masculine.
Masculine.
Okay. Brother Faiz, you're next. The word for you is sukun.
Masculine.
Because you see the scene in there, you see the word scene in there, that is for samai, that meaning is going to be feminine.
Oh, it's one of those that's without the rule, but
Said so,
it's
yes.
just
Yes. Kasirun is short. Anybody with this? Kasirun?
Masculine.
Masculine. Very good. Pakistan.
Masculine.
A name of a country.
Feminine.
Feminine.
Feminine. Name of the
Name
country
of
is
a
feminine.
Very good, mashallah. Okay. Ainun, eyes.
Ainun. Feminine.
Feminine. It's plural body parts.
Very good job. Okay. Najjarun. Najjarun mean carpenter.
Masculine.
Masculine.
Okay. Good job. Khabbarun, a baker.
Masculine.
Masculine. By the way, are you guys also picking up the vocabulary here? This is the list of
Yes,
vocabulary
yes,
for you, right?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Okay, Khayyatun. This is mean tailor is
Masculine.
masculine. Okay, good. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, we finished to the first round of our stopping point. It's 11 o'clock. I hope that you're excited as I am, because looks like it we made good progress. We got the gist of the lecture. Yes. Now we just need to improve on it by experience and by practicing, right? But looks like it overall, everybody captured the real, like what is required to tell a feminine or a masculine. Yeah, show of hands that you guys are pretty comfortable with it now, considering it's your first time. Yeah. Alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum, brother Abid. One more interruption here. Allah Zina, that had meme in parentheses, which I thought will be bonus, but maybe I am wrong here, but I thought that we said it's masculine. Could you please elaborate?
Okay, I think there is a typo there. So I need to take a break now, and inshallah we will take it offline. Jazakallah khair. So 11 is when we are coming back. We still have quite a bit of material, so let's come back in 10 minutes. And don't leave the meeting, just mute yourself and please come back. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Hey, brothers and sisters, inshallah, we are going to continue. So just let me know that you guys are back because I don't want to miss some of the material, I don't want you guys to miss some of these materials. So if I can see maybe 10 plus hands, then I can continue. Is the sound quality okay?
Yep.
Good.
Alhamdulillah.
Very good. Yep.
Very good. Okay, good job. Okay, so if you guys are back, let's start again. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So before we did the before the break, we did a quick exercise, and now I want to give you a little bit more details so that this word hazihi is this, and it is considered feminine because there is a haza and there is a hazihi, and we had this whole chart shared with you guys last time. So I hope you guys been reviewing that. Now, hada is this. It is a ishara or demonstrative pronoun for a close item. Tilka is when you are pointing far. So tilka is the feminine version. The male version is dalika. Yeah. Tilka is the feminine. Similarly, the way we had earlier, alladhi and allati. Allazi is for male, allati is for female. So if you remember the word mudakkar and muannas, so in this table, the mudakkar word is hada, this for male. Hazihi, this for female. Dalika, that for male. Tilka, that for female. Now, what is our current subject? Gender. Yeah. So in Arabic words, we need to distinction between haza and hazihi. Yeah. Now, when we say jazakallah, that you are saying it to somebody male. Jazaki, right? Or jazakillahi it will be jazaki, not but anyway, I don't want to go there because then that will create some confusion. Let's put it this way. Hada is male, hazihi is female, dalika is male, tilka is female. Now, for example, this word sa'atun, let me show you with the pointer. Where is my pointer? This one. Now, this word sa'atun, do we see this round ta here? Is this feminine?
Yeah,
It's feminine. So when you are pointing to a feminine object, are you going to use the feminine demonstrative pronoun or male demonstrative pronoun? Can you say haza sa'atun?
No, hazihi sa'atun.
Very good. So that is the point I'm trying to teach you here, that when you are using a feminine noun, then the pointer has to be feminine. Is as-sayyaratun, is it masculine or feminine in Arabic?
Feminine.
And he's saying this watch and that car. So for this will be hada because this is closer. And is the sa'a, the watch is closer to in the picture or far?
Closer.
So closer is this and far is that. So what is the that for female? Tilka.
Tilka.
Okay. So this hazihi is pronounced as hazihi, but is written without the alif. See, there is no alif here. It's written hazihi, but it's pronounced hazihi because this ha, once we're going to learn in future, this ha belongs to a feminine pronoun. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at this one. Now you must be wondering that, okay, how do I make from a feminine noun to a masculine noun? Yeah. So there is some rules. One basic rule is that you add the ta marbuta, the round ta, at the end of the word. And for example, mudarrisun is the male teacher. If you want to say female teacher, you're going to say mudarrisatun. So you took the seen. Now you remove the tanween. You removed it. You put a fatha on the seen. and then at the end you attach the goal ta, the round ta marbuta, and you put the tanween on top of that. Is everybody can see that?
Yeah.
With the show
Yes.
of hands? See, so this chart is telling you the how to make from feminine noun or from a masculine noun to feminine noun. So mudarrisun, male teacher, mudarrisatun, female teacher. Talibun, a male student, talibatun, a female student. Yeah. Walidun, father, walidatun, mother. Ghazalun, a ghazal, deer. Ghazalatun, a female deer. Kabirun, big. Kabiratun is female. Yeah. Now, isn't it very easy, guys? Yes. We sweat for no reason about Arabic. Mashallah, this is so easy.
Yes.
And actually, I like it. I kind of find it fun, you know. But when you're making these now, let me give you one quick example. For example, the word kitab. Kitab is a masculine word in Arabic. Yeah. Can I say kitabatun and make it female? I can't do that.
No.
You can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. But these words are basically male or female, human and animals in this list of category. A male teacher, then we know that there is a feminine gender. So we say, now I have to call a female teacher. So I say mudarrisatun. So it says usually nouns which refers, usually nouns which refers to male humans and animals, and adjectives. Imagine, what is an adjective? Remember we talked about adjective in the previous class? Adjective is a quality.
Describing a noun.
Now quality is a noun, yes, in Arabic? Yes. So is this word kabir, big, is this supposed to be a human or animal? Is there any opposite of that? Is there, or is this a word?
It's a word.
It's a word, but it's an adjective. Kabir is big. Big is a quality. Yes. So these kind of words, which are adjectives, they can be made into a feminine by adding the ta marbuta at the end. So kabirun, kabiratun. Saghirun, saghiratun. Follow? But kitab, you cannot say kitab, kitabatun. You can't do that. Yeah, because that is a non-human thing and it is considered male by the Arabic people. So you cannot attach the ta marbuta. So don't get ta marbuta happy and start adding ta marbuta to everything and say, okay, now I made it feminine. Yeah, well, it's supposed to be funny, by the way. I can't hear you laugh, so I am assuming you're laughing a little bit. Or you can show me by your hand some reaction.
I
Okay.
didn't know we were allowed to say funny things, Abid bhai. Because when you said yellow pants and yellow shirt, I was going to say you're going to look very odd.
I was just trying to make it. I wish I could speak Urdu once in a while, but there are people from, they may not understand Urdu, so they might get offended. But sometimes I feel that that's my mother tongue, so I feel more comfortable giving example in Urdu. And it will probably make sense to like 80, 90% of you guys. But for the benefit of the 10%, I just hold on to it, you know. But in a nutshell, I'm assuming and I'm getting the vibe that you guys are all comfortable with this information. Yeah?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. So the next one is, come on, what's going on? Okay. So the letter ta is also added to masculine nouns or adjective to make them feminine. I'm saying the same thing again. For example, if I give you the word malikun, the word malikun means king. So can I find a feminine of malikun? I can make it by saying malikatun. Yeah, queen. If I say jamilun, is jamilun mean beautiful? Is it a quality? Yes. So if I'm talking about a male, I can say jamilun, but then for a female, I could say jamilatun. And what have I done here? At the last letter, I have replaced the tanween with the fatha, and I added the round ta and transfer the tanween to the ta marbuta. Yeah. With a show of hands, you guys are good with this information. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Tabibun, is a doctor and it's a male doctor. So tabibatun will be a female doctor. Yeah. Kabirun, big. Kabiratun is big for female. Yeah. Okay. Now, how to make feminine nouns from masculine nouns? Now, these are the biological ones. So we don't have abun and abatun. We don't have this, we cannot add ta marbuta to abun to make it mother. No, because Arab people have their different names for mother and different name for father. So that's why you have to make this distinction. Now we're talking about some of the exceptions. Yes. So mother is ummun, father is abun, sister is ukhtun, brother is ukhun, which is pretty close. Waladun, boy, bintun, girls. Yeah, see, there is a little bit of a different in the word. So you need to learn these vocabulary to, inshallah, move on. Now, again, body parts. We know that the body parts which are double, they are feminine, but the single ones are masculine. So we give some example again here just to reinforce the idea. Yadun, hand, feminine. Ra'sun, head, only one, so it's masculine. Anfun, nose, singular, masculine. Fum, mouth, is you have only one mouth, so you are basically masculine. Wajhun, your face, is one, so you basically, the word wajhun is masculine. Yeah. Ainun, two eyes, feminine. Rijlun, two legs, feminine. Udunun, 2 ears, feminine. The show of hands, this concept also makes sense. Yeah. Alhamdulillah. All right. So now if I summarize this information in a more condensed chart, we know that nouns will have masculine and they will be biological masculine, a couple concept in reality. So rajulun, man, waladun, boy, abun, father. Brother Faiz, you have a question?
Yes, Brother Abid.
Ji
Because after the break, the session you have started, you haven't downloaded these slides in the portal yet, right?
Oh, no, it will be available right after the class.
Okay, thank you.
Right, because I wanted to present it to you and then I'll upload it in the portal. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So right now, are you with me that now I'm summarizing this concept in a more condensed chart, giving you in a different way the same information. Now I'm saying the nouns can only be of two types in gender, masculine. And if we talk about masculine, we have hakiki. Hakiki means the real biological, the real feminine or masculine. Yeah. A couple's concept. Rajulun, a man. Waladun, a boy. Abun, father. Yeah. Al-Qiyasi, remember, the Qiyasi is some sort of sign, some sort of symbol, some sort of conventional rule. For example, Muslimun, male. Alimun, male. Mominun, male. Or common, Samai. You heard the people of the language saying these words in their language, they're considering a certain word, male or female. Now look at the word alamatun. You see this word alamatun? Does it have ta marbuta? You have this ta marbuta?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But this word alamatun is considered male. I'm talking about exceptions now, by the way. Khalifatun. Is there a concept of a female khalifa in Islam?
No.
No. So the word khalifatun, even though it has the ta marbuta, it will still be considered masculine by common sense. Because we heard people saying khalifa, and khalifa usually references a male. Yeah. So keep your minds open a little bit, right? So on the female side, we have the same category, the biological. So we have ummun, mother, ukhtun, sister, zawjatun, wife. Yes. We have qiyasi. On the right, we had the qiyasi muslimun, but is muslimun sort of a quality?
Yeah.
Yes. So muslimatun, alimun, alimatun, muminun, mominatun. We can make the female by adding the ta marbuta. Are you guys with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then the Samai one is the one where is no rhyme and reason. we heard the Arab people saying that Shams is feminine, Nar is feminine. I'm just giving you that same logic in a maybe a condensed way to wrap it up in your head, you know. Similarly, common usage. Khalifatun, male, even though there is ta marbuta. Allamatun, male, because is considered male in Arabic, even though there is a ta marbuta. Ra'sun is head. Head is one body part, singular in nature, so it is masculine. Batnun, your tummy. Batnun is one, right? You have only one tummy, right?
Yeah.
So it's male. Sinnun, is sinnun the teeth? I would need help from brother Ahmad Saleh here. Sinnun is teeth, right, brother Saleh?
Known as teeth, yes, you're correct.
But we have 32 of them. Okay, so anything which is one or more than two is masculine. If it's two, then only then it is considered feminine. Is that good enough? My common sense is telling me, because I'm following the rule, that if a body part is in pair, is for sure is feminine. But sinnun is more than two. We have 32 of them, and it's more than one. I mean, it's not one, it's more than one, more than two. So I'm considering sinnun as masculine. With a show of hand, you guys agree with my logic?
Because they have.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. So again, we don't follow things blindly. Mashallah, we are very intelligent people. So we gotta, digest this information with some sort of common sense. Yeah. Okay. Similarly, on the feminine side, Sama'un, Shamsun, Harbun, Nafsun, Asa, Sabilun. We know that this whole list was feminine by the common usage, because we heard the people of Arab saying that. Body parts that are more than two or only one are also masculine. I just said this previously showing this slide, right? That if the body parts are more than two or only one, then they are considered masculine, and that's why the teeth fall into the category of masculine. Yeah, because they are more than two. Yeah, okay. This word Narun, Jahannamun, all names of hell. These are the names of hell. Narun, Jahannamun, Jahimun, Sa'irun. Yes. Remember, I had one of the slides that all the names of fires was also considered feminine.
Yeah, feminine.
Okay. Rihun, all the names of air or wind are also known as
Feminine.
Okay. So I hope this slide helps you condense all this information, and you have this information. So you have the explained version of all the details, and then you have these charts. So whichever helps you to process and digest this information, please use that method and print it out, some of it, so that you guys can look at it whenever you needed it. Yeah. Now, again, if we look at another chart, if we look at Ummun, mother, Hakiki, biologically feminine, Ukhtun, sister, biological feminine, Bakaratun, cow, biological feminine. Feminine because of rule al-Qiyasi. Salatun, ta marbuta. Al-Aliyya or Al-Ulya, that is Alif Maksura, the Ya. Sawda'u, the Alif Mamduda, this is the, because of conventional rule, Al-Qiyasi. There is some logic behind it, because we are looking at certain sign or certain, that the word, the Ta marbuta, the Alif Maksura and the Alif Mamduda. Samai, because the Arab said so. Shamsun, Nafsun, Narun. This is a condensed version of that in a little bit of, just to give you a hint about that. Are we good?
Alhamdulillah.
Only one person?
Yes,
Alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah. Okay. That's very good. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Ji. Now, let's take a look at what is next for us. All right. Now, look at some of the sentences. Okay. Because at the end of the day, are you just looking at individual words, or are you looking at sentences? You're looking at sentences. So if this sentence is given to you, Hazal baytu jamilun. This house is beautiful. Now look at the structure of it. Haza is male, Al-Baytu is male. Jamil is male. There is a coherence among all the words? Yes. If you now, is Haza has a female part? Yes. Is Hazihi. Al-Baytu will not change. Jamil can change into Jamilatun. So the example for, I should have gone to the right, but the guy went downward. So Talhatun, Talibun, Mujtahidun. Talha is a hard-working student. Is Talha male? Talibun male? Mujtahidun is male. Yes. Anfuhu kabirun. His nose is big. Anf is singular, male. Kabir, male. Now let's look at this one. Sayyara is a female. Yes? Is Sayyara female?
Yeah.
So the pointer will be Hazihi, the female pointer. And the word Jamilun was male because the house was Jamil. But if there is a Sayyara, then it has to be Jamilatun.
Jamilatun.
Now, with a show of hands, you guys understand this concept, what I'm trying to say here.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. Maryamu talibatun mujtahidatun. So over here, in the previous right-hand side, there was Talha. Now, even though the word Talha had the ta marbuta, but in the Arab vocabulary, is Talha a name of a boy or a girl? Most likely, most of the time, actually all the time, it is the name of a boy. So with the boy, the gender is male. So Talibun was male, Mujtahidun was male. Now, is the word hardworking, is it a quality? Yes.
Yes.
Can you take a quality and can you convert it into female? Yes.
Yes.
It's allowed to put the ta marbuta at the end. So the moment I talked about Maryam, then I become Talibatun. Talibun, male student. Talibatun, female student. Because am I talking about Talha or am I talking about Maryam? I'm talking about Maryam. If I say Talhatun, Talibatun, would that sound good?
No.
आप समझेंगे मैं अरबियों का पठान हो गया हूँ. Okay, so Maryamu talibatun mushtahidatun. Yeah, so there has to be a coherence and agreement between the words, that if it's all female, then you have to use female, everything else female. If it's male, then you use male. Now yaduhu, is this yaduhu is hands? Yad is hand. How many hands you have? Two?
Two.
Is it going to be considered male or female?
Female.
Female. So if I say his hands are open, so am I going to say yaduhu maftuhun or maftuhatun? Because his hands are, or his hand is open. Yes? His hand is open. Javed bhai, you have a question?
No.
No,
Yeah.
Javed bhai.
I just need one clarification for myself.
Yeah.
The house is always male, masculine?
Ji.
Okay.
That was my confusion too. I thought house is feminine.
Okay, and why would you have
in our previous slides that house is the
no, okay, you're looking at the word al-bayt. What you're confusing with is dar.
Oh, okay.
Remember, the word was dar, not bayt. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
Yes.
what I was confused. That
what is the
means...
difference between dar and bayt?
Well, Javed bhai, there are more than one word in every language to explain something. That was a home or darun, and this is house. Al-bayt is another word for house, another word for in Arabic vocabulary. Maybe I need to go to an Arab brother to help me out with this. Brother Saleh.
No, before you go any further, the last one in the feminine, it says his hand is open, but it's on the feminine side. Isn't it supposed to be her hand?
Okay. So, Sister Jahan, let me ask you something. Doesn't matter whether we are talking about a boy or a girl. Okay. What is the meaning of yad? Hand?
Hand, yeah.
Yes.
And we have two.
Two. So that's word is feminine. Yes.
Yes.
So if I want to say the hands are opened, so I have to use a feminine word to describe that. So maftuhatun is because of that. Yes. Yes. But this word who, now we haven't learned that yet. But who is for male? Ha
For
is
men, for
female.
men. No,
Yeah.
I was just questioning because it's written on the side of the feminine. You know, you have two columns, feminine and
Yes.
masculine.
Okay, so
That's
the
why
thing
I
is,
was asking.
okay, I see what you mean, but the point here is not about male and female. It's the point is that when you're making a sentence, you have to follow the nouns together in the feminine category or the male category, even though I'm talking about male's hand, but maftuhatun is female and yad is female. Maybe just if I can clarify that. Yes, brother Ali, you have a question?
Yeah, this is related to the same, like yaduhu is for the muzakkar or male. So
Who
for
is male?
muannas, for her hands, it will be like yaduhi
Yaduha.
or yaduha.
Yaduha.
Okay, then yaduha maftuhatun will be her
Her hands.
hand is open. Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Okay. Jazakallah. Javed bhai, you had another question? Okay. You,
I have a question about
yes.
this. When you said the 6 categories of feminine, and then the bath is the name of a place, no?
No, Bait is a house, not a name of
House.
a place.
Okay. Oh, so it has to be a specific name?
Yes. So if I say Iraq or Karachi or India, then those are the specific names of a country, town, or a city. If I say Bombay, then I am talking about a specific city. But a Bait is house, a
Oh,
common noun. Yes.
okay. I understand. Thank you.
No
Thank
worries.
you.
Okay. Any other question before I move on? Okay. Let's take a look at something from the Quran. Okay. What is this word? Hazihi. Is this feminine or masculine?
Feminine.
Feminine. Okay. And al-Qaryata, the town. Al-Qaryata. Is there a ta marbuta here?
Yes.
Yeah.
So is this feminine?
Yeah.
Feminine.
Okay. So is this going to have a feminine pointer?
Yeah.
So that is why you see Hazihil Qaryat. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Now this word ha, minha, this is her, from her. Now because Karya is a feminine, so later on in the sentence, ha is mentioned to point to this Karya because of this feminine in nature. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So just to give you help with this, let's take a look at this piece of information. And this is going to help you guys understand. Now, this concept is, remember one of my section in my lesson is the vocabulary and important terminology. Last time we looked at this and that. Yes. Today I want to look at who and whose. Yes. Now this concept will come back in a lot of detail in the future sessions, but today I just want you to take it on the face value of understanding the vocabulary and not get too technical about it, right? So when you say hua, that means he is a male. Yeah. Okay. When you say hum, it's again male, they all, meaning hum mean pointing to more than 2 men in the third category. Anta, you, male. Antum, you all, male.
Male.
Ana, now it all depend on the person saying ana. If a woman is saying ana, she can still say ana. If I say ana, being a male, I can say ana. Yeah, I. Nahnu, we. Again, it depends on the context. It could be for both male and female. If the females are saying nahnu, they're saying we. And if the males are saying nahnu, they're saying we. Yeah. So because it's first person, you know that who is saying it. Okay. So the counterpart of hua is hiya. Yeah. Hiya is she. Okay. And then what is this? Hunna is the feminine or they. When we say hunna, we're talking about women. Okay. Anti is for feminine.
Feminine.
You, she. You, female. Antunna, you all female. Yeah. Female gender. Here, and this is again the broken plural, they, and this concept will be covered when we cover the adat part. So I want you to look at it. Don't get your head messed up because of this. Just look at it. Huma is for two people, those who. Antuma is for two people, second person, you two. Huma, they two. Antuma, you two. Okay, so this was the who part. Any question on this one, or show of hand that you guys knew this, or this is something you're still okay with that? Perfect. Okay, mashallah. Okay, again, what is the key to get good at something? Practice and reading it again and again, right? And at this point,
Brother,
if
I have a small suggestion.
Yes, please.
In this slide, if we do, let's say, side by side, the female she should be next to he, then it will be easy to catch or compare for us.
Perfect. Inshallah, I'll tell my guy to rearrange it, inshallah. Okay. Now look at the who's. Remember, we just looked at Sister Zinat, you have a hand up. You have a question? You guys have
No, it's just a mistake.
Okay, no worries. So remember, we looked at the yada who. This was the who. Male is his, him. Remember, in the previous sentence when we were stopped and we were questioning, this was the who part. The whom is for male, their, them. The ka is you, male. Your, you. Kum, you all, or your all, male. The ye, the ni is mine. Me or mine. The na is us. Yeah. We or us. Okay. Ours or us. Ha is the she part. Her. Yes. Okay. And hunna is for their, them, female. Yeah. Ki for female. You, your. Female. Hunna, female. You, yours. Yeah. Ha again for their, them is for the broken plural. Inshallah, we'll talk about it. Huma and then kuma. There was antuma and this is kuma. Again, this is going to be explained in a lot of detail in the future sessions, and it will become our second nature. We will know them like we know the back of our hand, inshallah. So take this information as part of vocabulary for now. Yeah. How are we feeling so far?
Very good. Alhamdulillah.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. Now, we still have, Sister Zemka, you have a hand or you just commenting?
Oh, I was just commenting.
Okay. So I still have some information where we can do the exercise, but I may have to postpone it for the next class. I also have an exercise where you're going to make the masculine into feminine. So we will take this exercise next time. I will be uploading everything to the portal, inshallah. But it will be nice if we can read some Quran as usual and make some take some lessons from it. Okay. So I have 15 minutes. First, I will try to explain to you this ayah. And it is a very long ayah, by the way. And it's one of my favorite ayahs because this ayah is sort of a roadmap from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explaining us what is a good deed is. You know, we all have our own imagination and we have our own version of a good deed. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala lays down for us that what he considers is a good deed and what is the hierarchy of that good deeds. Yeah. So once I read through it, inshallah, you will benefit from it. So first we will look at, you know, the meaning and the translation, and we talk about it. The context of this ayah is from Surah Al-Baqarah, juz number 2. In the juz number 2, the Qibla was changed from Baitul Maqdis to Khana Kaaba, to Makkah. So there were three group of people at that time. There were the Mu'mineen, the Muslims, and there were the Mushrikeen, the disbelievers, and then there were the people we call them Munafiqeen. So when in the early times, the Muslims were also praying facing towards Baitul Maqdis in Palestine. And later on, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changed that to Kaaba. So when that happened, a question arises in people's mind that, so now what happens? That if the Kaaba is changed or the Qibla is changed, then does that mean that our previous prayers have been destroyed or got wasted? Or why do, and again, these are very sensitive things. So this test was done to check that how many people will be to follow without questioning this, or how many people will fall apart and they will turn back and disappear. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in that context is telling people, A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Laysal birra. It is not the righteousness, an tuwallu, that you turn wujuhakum, your faces, qibl al-mashriqi wal-maghrib, towards the east or the west. Yeah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that it is not only, this is not the only righteousness that you face east or west. Walakin al-birra, but the righteousness is the one, man amana billah, the one who believes in Allah and the last day and the malaika, wal kitab, wan nabiyin, the book and the prophets. That's the first category. That the first category of the true righteousness is that the person who believes in Allah, our iman mufassal, and he in the last day, Yawm al-Qiyamah, the malaika, wal kitab. The kitab means not only one book, all the books, one nabiyin, all the prophets. That's category number one. So if you're making a map, if you're making the stages, the first stage of neki or the virtue is that you believe in all these things. Now, by the way, this word wujuh, it says faces. It's the plural, right? Now, is wajh one or more than one?
One.
One. So is wujuh going to be considered masculine?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, this word malaikati, is there a ta marbuta here?
Yes.
So am I okay to consider that this is feminine?
Yeah.
Yes, this is fall in the sixth category.
Perfect. Similarly, al-kitab, is it male or feminine?
Male.
Male, right? Because we know that it doesn't fall into any of those categories. Okay, so that was one of the tests. Now, is this kurba? Do we see the alif maksura here?
Yes.
Yes.
It's probably be feminine.
Yes.
Al-yatama, we see the ta marbuta here, or not the alif maksura?
Alif maksura.
Alif maksura, yeah.
Yeah. So that's considered feminine.
Yeah.
Okay. What about salata? Feminine.
Feminine.
Zakata, feminine.
Feminine.
Okay. Al-ba'sa'i, is it the alif mamduda? Alif and the hamza?
Yeah, mamduda.
Mamduda.
Feminine. What darra'i?
Mamduda.
Mamduda. Feminine.
So mashallah, just to make you feel better, that look how quickly in one session, alhamdulillah, now we can identify things directly from the Quran, alhamdulillah. Yeah.
Inshallah.
Does that make you feel happy?
Very happy.
Okay, good.
Very happy and excited.
Mashallah, mashallah. Keep that excitement up.
I have one question about the malaikati.
Yes. Just what is the question, Sister Jahan?
Yeah. Okay. Is it always feminine? Because I think we sometimes find just malaika, right?
No, there is even in malaika, there will be a ta marbuta, yes?
Feminine. So malaika is
Always
means
feminine.
Yes, but you're talking about malak, al-malak. That is different.
No, I'm talking about angels.
Yeah, angels will always be malaika, right? There will be a ta marbuta. Yeah.
Okay.
The round ta, right? As soon as you see the round ta, that is one of our easiest way to tell it's the feminine. Yeah. Unless it's one of the exceptions. Remember Khalifa. Khalifa is not feminine because Khalifa is only a masculine concept in Islam. Yeah. Okay. Back to the ayah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, this is not the only righteousness that you turn your faces either toward Mashriq or Maghrib, meaning the Qibla. Okay. The true righteousness is the one person or the person who believes in Allah, the last day, his angels, his books, and his prophets. Okay. The second category is wa'atal mala, and he gives the wealth. Ala hubbihi, in spite of the love for it. Do we all love money?
Yes.
Very much.
Yeah. Now, if you have no any hope of reward or making Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala happy, would you give ever any money to anybody? Most likely you will keep all your money to yourself if you're that kind of person, right? So this person, what is the second category of the true righteousness? That a person, Brother Ijaz, your camera turned on. So wa'atal mal, and he or she gives their wealth in spite of their love for it to who? Zawil Qurba, to the near relatives. Okay. Now, instead of just reading the Quran, think about this. Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving you a list of people in the priority order? Who has the more right to your money? The
Relatives.
people, the Zawil Qurba, the people who are the nearest relative. After that, wal yatama, and the orphans, and wal masakin, and the needy, and wabr sabil, the people who are traveling. You know, the people, you know how many times you get to see somebody who's traveling and he lost their belongings or lost all their funds and money, and now they're needing help. Wasailin, and the one who ask, and wafir rikab, and the people who are in captivity. Yeah. Now in the recent terms, when somebody is in the jail, what do you go? You go and give the, the, what do you call that thing? Bail. You pay some money and it's a bail, and then you get them out of the captivity. Remember? And in the previous time, what happened? The people used to be slaves. So you go and you buy off and you say,
The
oh,
slave.
free. So
Yeah.
this is the second category that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us this roadmap. Yeah. And look at the third one. That then after all this, the third category, even though it's extremely important, wa aqama salah, and the one who establishes the prayer, wa ata zakah, and give the zakah. Now in our own lives, which one has more priority in our mind? We give more priority to the salah and zakah, and then the people who are like we're supposed to do, they're on the second level maybe. Yeah. You follow what I'm trying to say here? Look, in the eyes of
Yes,
Allah
yes.
subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is extremely important, but look, it's a little bit down in the list. It's not the top of the list. That's the point I'm trying to make, by the way. Yeah. And what they do, they establish the prayer and they give zakah, and wal mufuna bi ahdihim, and those who fulfill their covenant when ahadu, when they make it. And that is one area where an average Muslim is lacking, because if we start fulfilling our promises the ways they're supposed to be, then we become very good Muslims. Yeah.
Inshallah.
So that's the second, another category of that true virtue is this, when a person follows this, the line of actions. Wasabirina, and those who are patient, fil ba'sa'i, in the suffering, wadarra'i, in the hardship, wahin al-bas, at the time of stress. So whether they are happy, or if they're suffering themselves, or they're having hardship, or they're in the state of war or some sort of stress, they are the true, they are the patient one. Then what is the certificate Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala giving them? Ulaika allazina sadaku. Those are the one who are the true. These are the true believers. Those are the true people. Wa ulaika humul muttaqun, and those are the righteous ones. Yeah. So righteousness is not that you turn your faces toward the east or the west, but true righteousness is in one who believes in Allah, the last day, the angels, the book or the books and the prophets, and gives wealth in spite of love for it to relatives, orphans, the needy, the traveler, those who ask for help, and for freeing the slaves, and who establishes prayer and gives zakah, those who fulfill their promises when they make the promise, and those who are patient in poverty and hardship and during battle. Those are the ones who have been true, and it is those who are the righteous ones. Yeah. So again, mashallah, we're all very common sense people. I'm sure that if you knew this ayah good and well, if you learned something new, that is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we should start, maybe pondering and reflecting more on the Quran. And maybe now you can listen to a sheikh of your choice explaining this ayah in more detail, like the tafsir and all that. By the way, if you guys don't know, this website also have the tafsir. So if you look at this tab, you can actually choose which tafsir you want to read. So Ibn al-Kathir is one of the good ones, right? Now, this website has been broken from quite some time now. So let me show you a counterpart. So if I go to the Quran.com, okay, so you can see this is the same verse, and I can go into the translation, and then I can hover on it and I can read all these different words and I can find out their meanings. Now, when you go here and you see this little icon, like a book icon, and you click on it, then you can also read the tafsirs right here. You can underneath here, I think I've made the font really big, but look, this is called Al-Bir. This is also known as Ayatul Bir. And the meaning of Bir is piety, righteousness. So this ayah contains many great wisdom encompassing rulings and correct beliefs. As for the explanation of this ayah, Allah first commanded the believers to face Baitul Maqdis, the Palestine, and then to face the Kaaba during the prayer. This change was difficult for some of the people of the book and even for some Muslims. Yeah. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed this ayah. And I would like you guys to maybe, read. Because remember, why are we doing this course? What was our mission statement? That we want to become among the special people of Allah. And those special people of Allah, according to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, are the one who are the people of the Quran. Yeah. And so if we want to become the people of the Quran, we give them a title called Companions of the Quran. And the Arabic name will be Ashabul Quran. And those are the people who fulfill the rights of the Quran. And the rights of Quran is that we recite it, we understand it, we implement it, and we also try to fulfill all the commands and stop from the do's and the don'ts, right? And then also propagate it to other people. And we memorize it. We try to get as intimate with the Quran as possible. Yeah. With a show of hands, how many people are still on the same page as me? That inshallah, that is what our mission statement is. So learning the Arabic language is not for the sake of getting a good feeling that I learned Arabic. Basically, we are trying to achieve that goal. Yeah. Okay. So in the last 3 minutes or so, I just quickly want to talk about the breakfast. Some of you who are new, you guys don't know this, but we usually celebrate or do a get-together at the end of every class. And the reason being is because of COVID, we went completely online and we don't get to see each other. So this is one opportunity to meet and greet. And we also invite our friends and families. And that way, we also talk about the Arabic class, and then more and more people get ready to join it. So last class we did, we couldn't do the breakfast, so we missed it. So now we're trying to catch up on that. For this current class, we will have, inshallah, the lunch or the get-together in sometime in December, right? But you're still welcome to come and join even in this breakfast. So I'm not putting any restrictions. But the only problem I'm facing is people not responding in timely manner. And then I'm missing, I'm having trouble organizing the event. Now, when I make it work for 10 people, then at least 5 or 6 people, they don't fit in the schedule. So now they are upset or they're feeling left out. So it's very hard for me to make this program work. So my humble request is, as of right now, we are planning for next Saturday, but issues like some key people not able to make it and the restaurant not able to accommodate us. So we are still in the air trying to make that work. So the people who are interested to go, can they work with me a little bit seriously offline or online and make it work for me, because it has become a headache for me at the moment. Yeah. So can I get some help from you? Okay. So as of right now, next Saturday is our dinner in Taste House of Chicken. And I have a good list of people, but still I need to solidify that program with you guys. Okay, so all I expect when I send a message in WhatsApp regarding that, read it and quickly reply to me so that I know what's going on. Okay, so anything correct I said is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anything wrong I said is completely my fault. Excuse my any slip of tongues. I hope you found today's lecture very, very beneficial, and we learned a lot, even though it was only 2 hours. And you will be surprised to now finding these results when you read the Quran next time. These things will come to you automatically. And Jazakallah khairan for consistently coming back and making the class successful. May Allah reward you, all of you.
Ameen.
Jazakallah khairan. Before I say goodbye, is any comment, any last minute comment or any question so that we can all call it a day?
Everything.
Okay. So subhanakallahumma. Okay. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.